All right, so it is April 25th, 2022. Today is the first day of mowing for the year. A little behind. The weather has been absolutely awful, raining every day. So today's the first day I can kind of get out and get on some lawns. So I got 7 lawns to hit today. Another strange thing is I'm back out on my own. Made the plunge back into the full-time world. Friday last week was my last day, so here I am back on my own again, full-time. Got a couple things in the work that I'm not gonna really talk about yet until they come to fruition, but I'm gonna be mowing about a day and a half worth of mowing, a bunch of landscaping jobs, a bunch of stump jobs, and then hopefully this other part of the business takes off as well. So it is extremely weird. I'm not gonna lie, like, I am not in the groove at all. Kind of, you know, like the last three and a half years, you do the same thing every day. You wake up, you do your thing in the morning, you go to work, you're there at 8, you come home at 4. And like today, I'm like getting ready in the morning. I'm like, it's kind of weird. Like, I'm hurrying to get to work, and I'm like, I don't have to get to work. And then I'm thinking, like, oh wow, like, I don't have to do this, I don't have to do that. So it's like really strange to be back out on my own. Plus, I'm out of shape. I've been in the office for 3 years, so I have today should be brutal, quite honestly. But I'm excited to be back in. Gonna take you guys along for the ride today, and hopefully the rest of this week. We'll talk to you later. right, that's it for day number 2. Two stump jobs today. First one was an ash stump and a maple stump. Kind of underbid that one a little bit. I did it via text message. So I guess if you're factoring in time and gas that I saved from going to see it and giving an estimate, maybe it was a wash, but underbid it a little bit, but not too bad. Second one was a small spruce. Minimum charge was there for less than probably 25 minutes, so I would do like 5 of those a day if I could. Those are honestly the best jobs. But that's it for today. Day number 2 in the books. We'll pick it back up tomorrow. All right, so we got day number 3 today. Kind of an interesting day, completely different than what I've done in the past. Picked up a bunch of rental properties from a buddy of mine, good friend of mine. He's got 12 properties. He owns a few and then manages all the rest of them. He was looking for one guy to kind of take care of all of them. The catch is they are all over the city. I got about 2.5 hours worth of driving to hit all of these properties, which is completely opposite of what I was doing before. You know, I was trying to keep my route tight before. So it's completely opposite of that. However, these properties are literally, the one is the size of my patio. I think it'll be like 1 or 2 swipes of the walker and it'll be cut. So I priced them accordingly. I shot him the price, and the catch for him is he has one guy to service them. He knows they're going to get serviced. Before, he had like 3 or 4 different guys servicing them. They were all over the place. You know, some were good, some were bad. He's like, I just want one guy to do it. So I said, that's fine, but you know, here's the price, obviously, because I have to drive. So we came to agreement. So it's kind of a different day, a lot of driving, but a little bit, it's a profitable day, but just a lot of driving. So we'll see how it works out. I'm kind of interested. In doing so, I had to purchase this 21-inch Honda push mower. The one property is gate access only, so that's what I need that for. And then because these are small, I ended up purchasing this as well, the chute blocker for the right stander. So very interested to see how that chute blocker works. Probably should have bought that earlier, as even some of my normal properties get kind of tight. So I'm interested to see how that works. Hopefully it works out well. So we'll get loaded up and check back in with you guys later. All right, it is 11:40. I got 6 of the 12 done, and honestly, I'm a little bit further ahead of schedule than I thought it would be. So everything's going smooth. A few of them I had to double cut, just being a little later in the year. So those should go quicker next time, but it's going pretty good. Just stopped for lunch break down here at the marina where my grandpa docks his boat. And there's not much going on. His isn't in yet, and I don't think he's missing much. The weather's been fairly awful. I think it's like 41 degrees today and windy. I mean, the lake was definitely turned up. So, but day's going well so far. We'll check back in a little bit. last clip of me crossing the road might be a little shaky, but I just wanted to give an example of how quick some of these are taken. I spent 9 minutes total from the time I left the truck to the time I sat back down, and I think most of that was probably adjusting the camera and crossing the street. So these are going really well. I think it's going to work out well for all of us. They know someone's going to cut the lawn every week for them, even with travel time. You know, I'm going to do numbers at the end of the day here and see how everything looks, but even with travel time, I think everything's going really great. It's 2:15 now. I got one left, and then it's time to head home, so we'll check back in a little bit. All right, I just got home right before 4 o'clock, so about an 8-hour day. I'm just going to go through some of the expenses for today. So I put exactly 100 miles on my car, on my truck, and I averaged about 13.4 miles per gallon. So let's see, 100 divided by 13.4. Used about 7.5 gallons of gas. We'll times it by 5 just for round numbers. So 37.50 in diesel. I use less than a quarter of a tank of gas in my stand-on mower. We'll call it a quarter tank because I use the push behind as well. So I think it's a 5 gallon. So 1 gallon, 1 1/4 gallons times $4. It's $5 in gas plus 5. And I use $3.25 to get on the tolls. So my expenses for today were $45.75. Call it $50. Not a bad day for expenses. I think I have them priced exactly how they should be. Here's the cool part. Some of these houses, I was going through these numbers, and this one took 15 minutes. Let's start. 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes. Oh, no, that was a little long. 15. That one took 17 minutes. This one took 23. I had to double cut it. This one took 18 minutes. I had to double cut that one as well. This one took 29 minutes. I had no access to the backyard though because there was a car blocking. So hopefully this one will go shorter next time. This one was 33 minutes. That was the one I push mowed. This one was 10 minutes. This one was 8 minutes. This one was 12 minutes. 9 minutes. And the last one I did took me about 40 minutes, but the grass was about a mile long. So I had to actually, I think I cut it 4 or 5 times. So that one should be probably a 20-minute job. So not spending much time on these properties. I did spend 4 hours with the truck running. So half my day is just driving. So it's honestly, it's a super easy day physically. Expenses, when it's all added up, about $50. I know there's probably some wear and tear that you got to figure in here and there. You know, extra miles on the truck and extra miles on the trailer. I get it. But again, with how I have them priced, I'm very happy. So that's it for today. That is actually that's it for this week. Kind of scheduled myself like a half week because tomorrow I'll be in the office all day, kind of getting some stuff together. Ever since I made the switch, I need a couple hours in the office to make sure everything's good. Got a couple estimates to put out, and then Friday, the wife and I are taking the day off, and we're going riding. So there'll be another video on that. So we'll check back in with you guys in a little bit.